go back to Big Brother, like always. I'm like campaigning now to be on Amazing Race with Rachel because I feel like we would have so much fun. I'm like, she needs to keep making history. Reality royalty needs to come back, but
you know, or Rachel and I could race against you and your man.
that would be, well, I think we'd beat you, Elissa, because Rachel told us about when y'all had $20 and wanted to spend 16 of them on face masks.
That's true. That is true. Okay, listen, a girl's got to get her
Yes.
when you're on TV. I mean, you know, I know priorities.
That's to say, no, I put the T in priority, all right, and I'm ready to go. But thank you so much for popping in, Elissa. Like hearing from like Rachel's fam is like my favorite thing in the world, and seeing their feature on Big Brother Unlocked was like so heartwarming.
Okay, yeah, love you, and text me. I'm gonna message you my number too, so we can get together.
And we will, and we got to keep it. We got to keep up the Rachel fan club this season.
Yeah, and yes, the Rachel and Jimmy fan club. You're like, live on forever.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
For you too.
Thank you, Elissa.
Okay, okay, bye, Head.
Bye. Okay, that was so much fun, guys. Back to questions, but love the fuck out of Elissa. Love Rachel, like my girls. Okay, so I have a lot of questions to go through here, so we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep doing them. Alyssa's making like Rachel's head at one point and buffering. That's what do they do with your devices? I can't talk about production, but they take them. It was so iconic. I vote to evict Jimmy. I vote to evict Jimmy. No. Love that. Julie, you ate with that. Like, iconic. Ashley, also iconic. What next? What do they do with your devices? Did you know Riley is a deadbeat dad? Ooh, I did not know that. Have you watched any clips of the feeds yet? Yes, I did watch Morgan and Mickey making fun of me multiple times, one of which being in my HOH room. And that's all I have to say about that. Am I offended? No. I'm glad I could occupy time in their minds. Were Eminem mean to you behind your back? It wasn't just a game talk. You deserve better, King. No lies were told. No lies were told. This is a really interesting question. Will I host any DC-based watch parties? Listen, I have nothing official yet. I will be showing up at one this week, but moving forward, if any organization, any bar, any restaurant wants me there to host Thursday viewing parties, you hit me up. Like, you have my DMs. Like, hit that up. I'll come. I love it. I love seeing people. Come on, guys. I'm here in DC. We're gonna make the most of it. Okay. Keep asking those questions, y'all. Hold on. I'm just selecting them at random, which probably is like not the best way to go. Oh, these are like ones already done. Okay. Thoughts on Riley and Kat? That's it. I love Catherine though. Love Catherine to death. Like, nothing bad to say about Catherine. She's an icon. Where in the DMV do you live? Not answering that question. I don't want you to find me. You can see me out and about. I live in DC. Does Reddit love me? Can y'all let me know? Does Reddit love me? I'm on Reddit, but like, not that often. Okay. Can you talk about the have-not process? Okay, yes. I actually want to talk about this a little bit because I saw a lot of articles about Kat and I breaking like the have-not rules. And I don't think this is a secret. I really should actually read my stuff that I've gotten from the show to make sure I'm not breaking any rules. And if anyone from the show is watching, I'm not trying to break any rules. So, yeah, I'm not breaking any rules, but I'm going to talk about this for a second. So the way we did have-nots this season started with just the HOH picking the have-nots. So it was first we had Rachel come on. She was a have-not. So then people got to, like, so Rachel picked somebody, then they got to pick somebody. So it was like very in tandem like that at the beginning. Then I got to pick as HOH, and Rachel volunteered to go again. And I don't know that they wanted Rachel to be a have-not all summer. She's not Chicken Joe, Chicken George. So once I had selected them as have-nots, then they now had to select have-nots the week after. So that was me and Catherine, and we were the last have-nots. So that was the picking process. Have-nots are allowed to have condiments, and we're allowed to have slop, and we are allowed to have protein shakes, and then we are allowed to have pickles and olives. Like, that's pretty much it. Now, why we can't have a cucumber, or a pre-pickled pickle, I will never know, but I was grateful. I hate pickles, but I loved them when I was a have-not. Let me tell you. So yummy. Chicken Joe, or is it Chicken George? I don't know. I forget. I'm sorry. I have Big Brother brain right now where all I can think about, and this is interesting. Oh, is Taylor here? Taylor, I see you here. Taylor, click the join button. Just kidding. I know you're probably working. Love you, Taylor. As a have-not, you're allowed to have condiments. So there was this article about Catherine and I eating a bisque. Like, y'all, that was just milk and butter. Are we allowed to have butter? We found out not, but we enjoyed that bisque. It was the best bisque ever. I guess it was on an article in The Sun. Whatever. I don't care. I still ate slop 3 times a day. So was the slop good? Yes, because we can make broth. So we can literally make water and just put sauce and seasonings into it, and that's fine for being a have-not. So you can eat slop, you can make broth, you can have protein shakes. Poor Amy was like having issues with her stomach because she would not eat slop and have 5 protein shakes a day. I'm like, girl, I could tell you. That was crazy. Curry is a sauce. Yes, we had some curry too. Well, curry sauce. You can't put anything in it, so it's kind of weird. But the slop, honestly, Rachel made this taco slop, which was really, really good. Like, actually would love it. And slop is not gross, guys. It's just steel cut oats. Slop is not gross. But when you eat it for 3 meals a day, you do get tired of it 100%. Live close. Okay. This is honestly, I think, on my first live too. Since at least getting evicted. First live that anyone's ever cared about. Okay, I won't, Taylor. Okay, hold on. We're in the D&B. Sorry, guys, I'm like going through questions. How deep is your beef with Keanu? Okay, this is actually a great question. How deep is my beef with Keanu? Not that deep. At the beginning, I just didn't like that he was advocating for me to go on the block. And so I don't know if I can talk about this. Like, I'm sure I'll get a call if I'm not supposed to. But, like, the order of events was that Keanu told Vince to put me up, and then I went to Vince and told him to consider putting Keanu up. So I don't really know what order everyone else saw it in, but that's the order it went in. And I was advocating for him to go up because he was advocating for me to go up. And he was telling people around the house all these different things. And we had that weird moment outside where he put his arm around me and told me that, like, he was gunning for me, but wouldn't say it was me, especially when I asked him point blank. So that irritated me. And so I was losing my mind the morning of Ashley's veto ceremony. Like absolutely was losing my mind. And that's why I stood up and I was like, yes, y'all saw me practicing and rehearsing. That is what I do. Come on, guys, we have time in this house. And I wanted to make sure what I said was correct. And, you know, I wanted to make sure people knew I was doing it because I didn't want to be viewed as a loose cannon. I wanted Ashley to know I was going to do it. I wanted Vince to know I was going to do it. I wanted Rachel to know I was going to do it. I get people were pitting us against each other maybe. But I have things to say. And all I'm going to say is once I was done saying the things that I had to say, Keanu and I kind of kept going at it until I was just like, that's all I had to say. And then I walked out of the room. How deep is my beef with Keanu? Not deep. Like, as a person, he's great. Like, he's awesome. He's nice. Towards the end, I do think we could have potentially worked together, especially after the whole Mickey situation. Like, if he had voted to keep me, he was not going up for me. But did I want him out of that house for the first 2-3 weeks? Absolutely. Did I eventually start seeing there were bigger targets than him? Absolutely. Do I hate Keanu? No. That's crazy. I hope I answered that question. Oh, I like this one. I like this one because if you were watching, so where would my hide and go veto spots be? If you were watching the season, you saw me talk about this all the time. The bookshelf, so where the couch meets the bookshelf, the books are there, and then there's like this panel right behind it. There's an area between the books and the panel that I would have put my veto on top of the bookcase, or there was a spot in the bathroom, so that giant green couch unzips, the cushion unzips, and it's foam in there. So I was going to shove the veto in the foam so that you couldn't, like, if you pulled out the couch and you pulled it out and pulled the cushion out, the veto wouldn't fall out. So those are my three spots for hide and go veto. And Prize and Punishment is something I was sad that I didn't get to play. 100%. Okay. Looking back, would you change your HOH at all? This is a really good question because I've seen a lot of opinions about my HOH. No, I wouldn't. Would I put up Will? Maybe not. Should I have taken a strike at somebody like Vinny? Sure, but I didn't know he was against me at that point, and I felt good about him. Does Zach hate Ashley? Honestly, wait, hold on. Does Zach hate Ashley? That's a really good question because he always told me he would put her up, but he played nice to her, and I think that's part of his strategy. So does he hate Ashley? No. Okay. Would I change my HOH? So the reason I made the decisions I made in my HOH was Keanu and Kelly were my targets. They were both gunning for me. It made sense to make them my targets. Adrian is somebody that I didn't want to put up and didn't want to go home. That didn't change. Was there a point where I was like, if Adrian goes home, will I cry about it? Yeah, I did say that. Did I mean it? I loved Adrian. Was he good for my game? I don't know. There were a lot of people I trusted more than Adrian at that point. So it was like, Adrian was a number for Kelly. So Adrian, you're going up. Like, I'm sorry. At the end of the day, I didn't want my nominations to change. Crazy. But at the end of the day, Adrian was a number for Kelly. So I put him up because of that. When Keanu pulled himself off, I put up Amy. She tried to get Vince to put me up and was emotionally unstable. And I think people might have perceived Amy as a number for me. Amy was not a number for me. Amy was going to put me up. So since, girl, you're going to put me up, you're very open about it, I'm going to put you up. Easy. Will, I did not want to go home. But I also told Adrian that I would put up people that he could beat in a blockbuster. So I did think he could beat Will in a blockbuster. I didn't talk a lot of game with Will at that point. So when Kelly took herself down, I put Will up. I know that Morgan and Mickey wanted me to put up Riley. They told me that an hour before the ceremony. So was I going to do that without laying the groundwork? No, I'm not going to blindside somebody. One of the frustrating things that I don't know if this was shown or not, but one of the most frustrating parts about being HOH, especially with Mickey and Morgan, is they abandoned me the second I won HOH. They would not come up to my room. They would not talk to me. They did not want to be around me. So when they didn't get a say in my HOH, duh. Because they'd come up to my room, I would tell them what I was thinking, and then they wouldn't like it. And I'm like, all right, well, since you don't like it, what do you suggest? Because I'm very like solution-based problem solver vibes. Like, if I'm going to put up Amy and Will and you don't like those options, who do you suggest? And each time I asked that to Morgan and Mickey, they literally said nothing. Well, I don't know. It's your HOH. You have to make those decisions, and whatever decision you make, I'll respect. Okay, cool. Then I'm putting up Amy and Will. If you want me to put up somebody else, say it. But if you don't have anything to say, then why are you coming up here just to share my decisions and leave? And Morgan, guys, God. With Morgan, it's her way or the highway. 100% her way or the highway. And if you don't do what Morgan says, then you're not good for her game. Fine. Then I'm not good for your game because I'm not letting you steamroll me. So looking back, when I changed my HOH decisions at all, no. Stand on business. Yes, I have. Some of that shit is crazy, y'all. I did not realize, listen, I felt more betrayed after leaving than I did while leaving because I saw what people were saying about me while I was on the show or saying about me behind my back. And I have nothing to say about that. That's some mean girl middle school bullshit. We're adults here. Y'all are two 30-year-old women and you're acting like that. That's crazy. I'm 25 years old and more mature than you. That says a lot. Okay. There's so many questions. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. What do I want my BB comic to be? This is iconic because, wait, I mean, if you throw questions in the chat, I will answer them. But if you put them in the questions form, I will like answer them a lot quicker. Favorite song on Cowboy Carter, number 2 most wanted, because it has Miley Cyrus in it. Hold on, I'm like scanning through the chat before I answer this next question. You and Rachel, my fave. Rachel's my fave. Jimmy, what's up? Hey. Riley did not mention his child at all. I did not even know Riley had a kid until like today. Why does the house like Riley so much? Riley comes across very likable in the house, and people really, really like him. I don't know why. I was really surprised to see Riley was not popular. We all thought he was going to be America's favorite. I'm not even going to lie. Who do you think peed on the floor? Wait, there's some tea on that one. Who do I think peed on the floor? There's some tea on that one. So there's actually, so I'm going to answer this. I'm going to answer the pee question first. Who do I think peed on the floor? The answer is nobody. We have a bidet in that bathroom and it like sprays water places. And I think somebody was like not sitting on the toilet properly. And like, I just think it sprayed everywhere. That's it. That's it. I think the bidet put water on the ground. Not an exciting answer, but I don't think it was anybody. I saw somebody else say, what about Zay? I love Zay. Like, Zay is one of my, like, it's crazy to say, Zay is one of my favorite people I met in that house. Literally effortlessly funny. Somebody I will be getting together with. Zay, if you're watching this, like, we're going to hang out at some point. Like, I'll come to you. I don't care. Like, love you, Zay. Somebody else said sending Zay home was a mistake. He was a number for you. No, he wasn't. I love Zay. I was going to keep him up until, like, a certain point. Listen, after the fact, Zay said he was going to put me up anyway, so I made the right decision for my game, and I knew that. So no love lost, you know. Zay's one of the best people in that house. Like, all love to Zay. But yeah, sending him home was smart for my game, and I did it, and I sent Amy home next week. So, yeah. Okay. What do you want your BB comic to be? Oh, Zay did say it. Ooh, wait. I actually did not see that. That is not okay. Nobody should ever say that word. Favorite gay bar in DC, whichever one hires me to come do watch parties. Zay was a number for you. No, he was not. Zay told me he was going to put me up after the show. So was he a number for me? No. But do I want to keep talking about Zay? No. Love him. But this is not about Zay. How do you feel about Zach getting a veto premiere night and you just got to choose who played HOH? Yeah, Zach got $10,000 and a veto, and I just got to pick people to play in a competition. Did you guys hear me say you want to trade? That's how I feel about that. Okay, now I'm going to get back to this question. Shakers, of course. Love shakers. Who doesn't love shakers? Okay, answer our questions on Twitter. Okay, I'm going to answer this last question, and then I'm going to do Twitter. Okay, I'm opening Twitter right now. Okay. Okay. Also, y'all, I have a feeling Taylor might join y'all. So, and Taylor, no worries. If you don't want to, I'm just here having a good time. I still should eat breakfast. I'm still on like West Coast time, even though I live on the East Coast. Okay. So, questions on Twitter. I'm going to answer this one and then I'll do the Twitter questions. So, ask questions on Twitter. What do I want my BB comic to be? So, we talked about this a lot in the house. We talked about this so much in the house. I want mine to be the shady snake. Like, I think that'd be so cute. Like, my body, like, me being, like, you know, like this. And, like, having a little snake tail behind me. Like, that would be so cool. So, my BB comic, I want to be the shady snake. I was a little snaky. I can fully admit that. I was also very shady. I could admit that. Like, I don't know. What's snaky? Pretending you're not a snake when you are? Or saying, yeah, there was some shit I said in the house that I lied to people. Or said something I shouldn't have said. Or done something I shouldn't have done. Like, I can admit that. That's cool. I made mistakes. Was I sneaky in that house? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, do I feel like seeing what's happening now is validating my gameplay a little bit? Absolutely, I do. Because the people that I said I was protecting, and now I'm not there to protect them. They're all on the block. So, and Morgan and Mickey's game is imploding. It's like I was there helping you. Oh my God. It's like I was actually not lying to you. That's crazy. Okay. What about my BB comic to be that? Also, I want, yes, Pot Kennel. Black shirt. Hello. Anyway, BB comic to be, I'm talking about Ava's BB comic. We want Ava to be called the Stealthy Sleeper. Like, that is something we want. We want Ava's comic to be the Stealthy Sleeper. Okay, now I'm doing Twitter questions. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to change the music because I was listening to Beyonce, but now I want to listen to Miley. So, keep asking those questions. Do you play kickball in Vegas MLK weekend? I don't, but I probably will this year if I'm not, like, working. Because, like, I don't have a job right now. Okay, ooh, lemonade. That's so good. Also, I missed music a lot in the house. I'm a big music person. So not having my music was actually very tough. I've never crushed on a gay guy before. Oh, but I'm crushing on you back. I'm crushing on you back. Listen, I saw some of my like moments in the house. I'm like, damn, I need to get like a chin tuck. But okay. Actually, I'm gonna play Marina. I love Marina. Big Marina stan right here. Okay. Music and reading. That's my favorite thing. If you want me to roast you, buy a cameo. I'll roast you in a cameo. Like, I love roasting people. Just don't take it too personally. It's not that personal. If I was hating somebody, I don't roast somebody I hate. Actually, I didn't think about the fact that Keanu was a Taurus, and that's why we could be bumping heads. I didn't ask him about his life because I really didn't care. Sorry. So, oh shit. That's crazy. Sorry, I just took a drink of water and like dropped water everywhere. And this table in my house. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Hey, Louie. Okay. This table that I'm using in my house is like vintage, and it's from France, and I don't want it to get ruined. Okay, cool. What's Morgan's deal with Zach? Okay. Oh, I'd love to explain this real quick. There is this weird love triangle where Lauren's using Zach, but she doesn't like him the way he likes her. Zach's using Morgan because Morgan likes Zach, but Zach doesn't like Morgan. Morgan's using Vinny because Vinny likes Morgan, but Morgan doesn't like Vinny. Like. Okay, so that's like all tea right there. Who did I care for the least? This sounds crazy. I love all of those people in that house. I love every single one of them in that house, like 100%. Okay, 1, 2, 10. Somebody asked me to explain that. So we kept doing these jokes. Taylor!
Hi! Oh my god, I can't see myself. No, I can see myself, but like the request, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. The request that I put in is blocking half of my face, so I can't see how busted I look right now.
Taylor, you look beautiful. You could never look busted, and I have a feeling you know that.
That's a lie, but I appreciate it. Oh my god, I cannot touch this. Okay, anyway, I'm literally moisturizing and putting on a little bit of makeup right now, so let's chat. How are you?
We love a little get ready with me. We love a little get ready with me. What'd you say?
How are you feeling?
I feel good. Sorry, my cats are like so eager to join live right now.
That was amazing.
Yeah, so this is my cat Louis Vuitton. I'm not a bougie cat for somebody who's bougie.
That makes sense.
How do I feel? I feel good. You know, I feel I think it's tough sometimes to see like the way things are portrayed, or like, I don't want to say edited because I don't think I'm supposed to say that, but like it's crazy to see the way things are like edited sometimes. Like chronologically, potentially. But I feel good. I feel like the fandom has been actually like really nice to me, which maybe wouldn't have been the case a few weeks ago. And I feel very loved and supported.
I have to admit something. To you. I crashed out about you in that chat BCC a little bit, like a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. You I think there was something. I think it was in that episode, not even on the live feeds. Mm-hmm. I think it was when you said like something about sashay away, and I had it. I was like, enough with the Drag Race quotes. I was like, be original, make up your own quotes. And here's the thing, Jimmy, like, you are funny. Like, you're funny, you're witty, and you're quippy. And so when I heard that fine one, I was like, oh my god, I was at my limit. But
I get it. No, because listen, that's just who I am. Like, and I didn't edit myself at all for the show, but I am such a big reality TV fan that I'm just always quoting it. And you know what? I think I told you this already. Reduce, reuse, recycle Rihanna, and I may not have quoted Rihanna, but I'm certainly getting my recycling points from this season. And yes, I'm funny. Yes, I have a lot of fun little quips. But yeah, no. So I get it. But also, all I will say is not everything was my idea. If you catch my drift. Sometimes you don't have food in that house, so you get fed some other things. Anyway, Taylor, meeting you after the fact though was like iconic. Like, you know how I'm a huge Taylor stan. Like,
oh my god, I feel so bad sometimes because like it could either be really exciting or really overwhelming. Like, I imagine like if I had my favorite Big Brother player and I just got eliminated, and they're like, by the way, you're gonna meet your favorite Big Brother player. Also, we're gonna show you a clip of like some stuff that might hurt your feelings. What is your reaction?
I'm like, wow, I'm sitting next to Taylor. You could show me anything and I'd still be happy.
Oh my god, you're so sweet.
No, meeting you, Derek. Derek is like my BB16 is my favorite season, so meeting Derek was like also really cool. Having Chelsea there was like blew me away. So yeah, that was like really iconic, and also just like I don't know, filming BB Unlocked was like helpful after being evicted. Yeah. Like you kind of get to like you get some insight because you don't get access to the outside world for a while. So
no.
At least I had an idea of what was happening, and I feel like I had my finger on the pulse just a little bit. I knew Morgan was behind some shit. Did I know Vince was behind it? Kind of. Did he put me at ease? Kind of. But it's all game, you know.
How much have you been able to get through? Because I know it hasn't been very long at all.
Yeah, maybe I'm just like a baby, but I refuse to watch the episodes without Sean. So he's at work right now, and that's why I'm on live. But like,
that's smart.
I won't watch the episodes without him because like there are some things that I've seen that I'm just like, I can't watch this by myself because I will spiral. Because like I did not know how much shit people were talking about me since like week 2, and like some of it was like I think personal. So like because of that, I'm just like, and I really don't want to watch like the last 2 episodes without Sean. So like where am I? I'm at my HOH, I'm still pre-noms.
Oh, okay.
So I have the worst still ahead of me.
You seem so enthusiastic.
You know what? I might do a reaction to it or something because like I kind of know what's coming. Like I've seen clips.
Yeah.
I mean like I watched clips my entire flight back, so like I kind of have an idea of like what went down in the house, but like I do want to see like how things made the episode or like I don't know, you're always thinking about that in the house. We're not supposed to say that, but like you're always like, I wonder if this is gonna make the episode, or like I wonder
No,
if
I mean, we would always say that. I mean, I felt like I saw a lot of myself in you when you would say like, look, like I famously was known for practicing my speeches on the live feeds, and like I just had the benefit of the fandom really liking me, and so they're like, oh, I can't wait to see Taylor do that. Like we all, if you have something you want to say, you're gonna tell your closest allies, like, and then I'm gonna say this, and then it's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
And so
well, you want people to know that because if not, like I don't want to come across as a loose cannon, and so I want the people around me to know what I'm gonna say, or like you want to gut check it with them. Like you're like, is this crazy if I say this? And yes, not everybody's gonna be 100% honest with you, but it's like they would tell you if like you should not say that. You know what I mean? And like we're watching Ava practice this week. Everybody practices, y'all. We have a lot of time in that house. Like you want to, and your emotions are running high. Your heart's beating fast. I didn't realize that people could hear my heart beating after I got evicted. That was a surprise to me. But like your heart's beating fast. You want to make sure that what you're saying is like is thought through, it's consistent, and it's clear. And also that's me. Like that's me at a family dinner. That's me at a night out with friends. Like people didn't like it, so sorry. I am theatrical. That is who I am. You should have seen Rachel and I in the morning when we were dancing to Wicked, and I was standing on a chair holding a broom.
Oh my god!
And Rachel was singing
the songs did they play?
It was Defying Gravity, and it was towards the end. Yeah, I'm on the chair holding a broom, and Rachel's doing the Glinda part, and I'm doing the Alphaba part, and somebody starts talking game, so they cut the song before the good part. Yeah.
Wow, I would have slapped somebody. I would have been pulled from the house.
Oh, I was so mad. We were so mad. Rachel and I stormed around the house. Who started talking game? We had 2 minutes left of the song. You couldn't wait 2 minutes?
And honestly, that's a good long song to get in the morning. Like, you don't want the short little TikTok bitty songs. Like, give me a long song.
Yes, because we get 3 of them. So the longer song, the more time we get with music. And that was veto day. And I'm sure, as you remember, veto days are early days because they have to pick players at like 8 a.m. So it's like, I'm like, why do y'all need to talk game at 7 o'clock in the morning? Can like we have our coffee first? Like,
like no, some people are fighting for their lives over there, Jimmy. Come on.
Yeah, listen, I get it, but like business hours, people. I think I said that for one of the BB Unlocked clips. They were like, how is it sleeping in the house? Like, I'm like, sleeping in the house is fine. Honestly, bathroom, fine. Kitchen, horrible. Because nobody knows how to clean up after themselves. And like, that was the big craziest part to me. I would do dishes 3 or 4 times a day with like Rachel, Zach, Riley, like whatever.
Yeah.
And then people would come up and like dirty up the sink, dirty up the kitchen, whatever. And that was like the craziest part to me. Hey, Louis, sorry, this man wants attention.
No, please put it in. Oh, hello, Louis Vuitton. Hello, you're so. That's a beautiful cat.
Yeah, he is a Scottish fold. Sean and I adopted him in 2020, like pre-COVID. He was.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, he was Sean's anniversary gift, and so Scottish folds are like a, I guess a designer cat, and we found him at a shelter. So, of course, we adopted him. He's like the sweetest cat ever. He gives us fist bumps, so like we'll do this, and he just like nuzzles like your hand.
Yeah, he's the cutest thing ever.
He literally my favorite little cat. And I'll be honest, hated cats before I had a cat. Now I love cats. But yeah, then we got the other 2 animals during COVID. Anyway, it's a whole crazy bunch of animals.
2 animals? Oh my god, you're in a zoo.
Oh, we have a zoo. Well, Sean does vet work, so he's like a vet.
Okay.
He's finishing vet school, so like but he works at a vet clinic. So we have multiple animals. We've had a bunny, we've had a hamster, we've had 2 cats, we have a dog. Like
okay. Whenever I need an emotional support animal, I'll fly out to DC to come and see you.
Oh, plenty. This is also why I was like happy I'm not in the jury house. I'm like, don't send me to the jury house where I can't talk to Sean and can't see my animals. Like like let me go home to them. You know what I'm saying?
I think though you're super smart to sit on the episodes and like watch it with your partner, watch it with Sean, like take your time. I remember when I first came out, obviously, you know, unique experience, but watching all those clips from like feeds on Twitter, there was an account that like put the worst things that everybody said about me, and it had them like broken down. It was just their name, and then here are all the bad things they said about you, and then name, and here's all the things this person said about you. And I watched all of them, and that was a lot. So the internet stuff can be really overwhelming, which is why when I texted you about I keep wanting to say chat, BBC, BCC chat.
Yeah.
It's all these letters. The group chat. That's why I was like, if you want to, you can do like it might be too much. Like I just like engage with the fan base in the way that feels healthiest for you. Because I definitely made the mistake of jumping in, and you saw like the Taylor craze when I came out. It was just unconditional love.
Right.
And when you go through something so hard, you want to engage with it, but then like you get so sucked in that it can feel like you are beholden to the fan base and you owe the fan base so much. Right. So I always tell people coming in, like, take care of yourself, figure out what's right for you, surround yourself with your people, and find the healthiest way to engage, because this love is deserved and I want you to feel all of it. But there will come a time where you might step in it a little bit, or you might say something the wrong way, and it's gonna flip real fucking fast. So I just want you to have the base that you need to engage the healthiest way out of here, because I just, I want everybody to be good. Unless you're a piece of shit, then like,
Yeah. No, that's helpful, especially for somebody like me who, like, I really should maybe think more than I speak, but I just say shit just because I feel being the most authentic version of myself is always the best way to go. That's always kind of the approach I've taken. I can take heat from it. I know there'll be heat. There was plenty of heat. I've seen that. But one of the things that has been helpful is, like, this fandom is so full of love. Like, yes, this fandom is, like, very passionate. We love that. But, like, once I got evicted and after what happened to me, there was a big switch between, like, Jimmy's doing too much, Jimmy's cringe, we hate Jimmy, to being like, wow, Jimmy was done so dirty, like, we love Jimmy. And I'm like, love y'all too. But, like, my ratio has felt pretty good since I've left in terms of, like, love to hate. Of course, people say, like, crazy things. Like, that's fun. Like, but I've been so overwhelmed by the love and support that I got, because it was, like, hard. Like, leaving the house the way I did was really hard. I felt really good in the game. And so, was I playing as good of a game as I thought I was? The answer is no. But
nobody is.
But did I feel like if I had made it through this week, I would have had a few more weeks in the house? Absolutely. But do I feel like I left it all out on the table? Yes. I mean, I talked to everybody before I left. Like, I got to, get my final moments with Rachel. I was the first person to win 2 comps this season. I won an HOH. Like, I got to see the bad guys too, and being a part of, like, the movie comp has always been like an iconic thing to, like, we are so starved of content in that house, as you know. Like, Taylor, like, literally, they could show me anything and I would have loved it. Like,
they could show me, like, ridiculous reruns on MTV. I'd be like, oh my God, this is amazing. I love it so much.
This is the best thing ever. And I was a have-not that week, so there were all these snacks in that room, and since it was a reward, I was allowed to eat, right? So
I forget, even, like, if you win stuff, oh my God, that's evil. That should be a copy.
It was a reward, so I got to eat them. Like, I got to eat the stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
okay.
I made sure, because it's a reward, so when you get a reward, you can, like, it's a food reward, technically. So it's like, okay, so I got to break have-notism for 2 hours, but the second I left that room, I was back on slop. So it was a nice little break, but, yeah, I don't know. It's a good time. I, again, don't regret it, and I think one of the biggest things, and this is one of the things I want to tell you, Taylor, the alumni support is iconic. Like, people just checking in on you, sending you a text, a DM, like, whatever, like, it just means the world. Because, like, we're the only ones who know what we go through. To, like, the process, being in the house, after the house, like, what all this stuff means. And, like, just knowing there's people that you can talk to. Like, it's such a support group. Like, and I love that. Like, it really is a family at the end of the day. And, like, I feel really lucky and, like, really blessed to be a part of that. You know what I mean? Because, like, doing something like this alone, I think would be crazy.
It's insane. And it's like, it's such an isolating, and it's designed to be a very isolating experience.
Yeah.
And so surely people from random season, whatever, who maybe was first, second, third boot, even them reaching out can feel like, it just makes a world of a difference, because you feel so alone. Even going back to your family and friends, it's like, they feel like they've seen everything, they've watched the live feeds, they support you, they know who you really are, but they didn't experience it. Yeah. And it's very hard to go back to those people and be like, you don't know what I'm going off your season feels that. And also, DC is a really, really good spot for the Big Brother alum contingency. Like, you've got some, I think, like, Oz is out there, Hannah's out there, Hannah Chada. There's just, like, a long list. Mimi's out there. You've got some really, really good people out there to have some fun.
To their credit, they've all reached out. So, like, yeah, and I'm talking to Hannah and others, and, like, we'll be seeing them, we'll be connecting with them. But it's like, it's nice to get that support because again, like, we can talk about the things, you know what I mean? We know what we've been through. I think one of the craziest parts to me is like, I didn't expect this big of a mental adjustment to being like outside of the house. And like, you were there for a lot longer than I was, but like, all you think about is
crazy.
Oh, it is. Like, all you think about is games still. Like, you're always like, that's why, like, I'll be like looking at live feeds and I'm like, oh, that's what's happening there. Or like, this is the decision I would make. Or like, people want to talk about the game and like, that's easy to talk about. But people want to talk about anything else right now. And I'm like,
I know. You know what else was crazy? Something I ended up doing all the time. I'd have a conversation with somebody, and then I would look off at a mirror or look up in the corner of the room and start talking. And I was like, wait, no, there's no cam talk. No one saw me having that conversation, and I can't do like an office moment. Like, did you see what that motherfucker just said? Like, no, that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, no, literally those moments. For me, it's pulling people into another room to have a conversation with them.
Yes.
Like, one of my friends was like, can I ask you about something? I'm like, yeah, come on. And I went to the bedroom and closed the door. And he's like, what are you doing? Like, Sean's in the other room. And I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, right. We're fine. It's all, nothing's private.
Yeah, I'm like, everything, yeah, you're good. So it's like, and also, honestly, you know what I was like really creepy? Like, okay, so somebody just popped in the chat, but not having a mic is really weird because you get so attached to having your like little mic clipped up. Like, I'm always like, where's my mic? Because I like, you have your mic on all the time. Your mic pack is like your favorite thing. First thing you do when you wake up in the morning is change your battery.
Please change your battery. Yeah.
Yes. Good morning, house guests. It's time to change your batteries. There are fresh batteries in the storage room.
Yes. Oh my God. You know what was the worst thing about being HOH though? What? Having to go from the HOH room downstairs to change your battery.
No, because they didn't give you any time. It was like the second it was like, good morning, house guests. It's time to wake up. Fresh batteries are in the storage room. Lights are supposed to be on during waking hours. I'm like, well, there's only one room that can turn the lights on, so you're calling me out.
They are talking to you.
And they click your button. Jimmy.
Uh-huh.
Jimmy. I'm like, I'm getting up. Like, the trick, though, is like, because Vince and Ava found this out really quickly. If you change your batteries and go back to bed.
Yeah, you're fine.
Nobody's the wiser.
Yeah.
But
it's
for me,
really just about changing batteries. Once they see you do that, they're like, okay, like, whatever. If you don't want to put a face on before a veto meeting, that's on you. But they just want you to change the battery, get the admin stuff done.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And Vince, like, had it together because he would, like, sit up in his bed and go back to sleep. So he would look awake, but he would be asleep.
That's great, actually. Sunglasses are the cheat code, too. Put them up.
Like, do y'all think I'm wearing, like, I don't know what they call the room in front of the HOH this weird. We called it the snake den because there's snakes on the wall. It's the blue couch, like, area. Like, kind of where they play chess.
Oh, right. Because you guys had bumper pool there this year. We had the bumper pool
we do not.
thing.
Oh, you had another game there?
Yeah, it was the big pool table with the bumpers on it.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, we just have a big couch. But I would, like, sleep there. Right. Or I would sit there to see who was going in and out of the HOH room with sunglasses on and everybody thinks you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Did y'all like codename stuff on your season?
Like, we would call sequester. God, what did we call it my season? We would codename it something else. Or like if we were talking about people in production, like we were talking about the casting director, I called him Justin Timberlake because he has the same initials. Yeah, I was like, oh, this is when I was talking to Justin Timberlake, because that's something I do. What?
Yeah, no, it's like when you guys hear us talking about like the Dominican Republic, like.
Yeah. That's a big one. People use the DR, Dominican Republic, a lot for the DR. We said like, I think we said something like when I was dreaming. You know, like I had a dream.
I had a dream that I asked. Yeah.
Someone told me.
Yeah, or in my vacation, like Morgan was like, in my vacation, I said XYZ about Jimmy, and I'm like,
Mexico. We called sequester Mexico. That's what. Oh my God! And
so
everyone thinks they're so Mexico. Smart. Oh, see, that's the thing. Everyone thinks they're so smart and unique when they're talking about these things, but then you talk to someone, you're like, yeah, season 3, we're talking about the DR and called Dominican Republic. We're like, oh, okay, all right, cool. No one has had an original thought. Everything's recycled.
No, when I was in the Dominican Republic, somebody I met there told me that our code names were not clever, and they proceeded to read the list of code names that we had come up with. And I was sitting there, I'm like, y'all gagged me a little bit with that one, because they were like, Forbidden Lands is not the most creative way we've heard people refer to sequester. And I'm like...
Yeah.
Like, well, you got me there.
Like I said, everyone thinks they're so special and unique, and then they're like, bitch, we know this. We know game.
Yeah.
Come on. Our job
like,
is to watch and understand everything you're saying. Be serious.
Our real issue was we should have developed code names when we were on lockdown.
Still doesn't help.
Really?
So we on my season we did Big Brochella. Oh my god, this is one of my favorite moments ever. We were on lockdown with HOH.
Yeah, was this when was this during your season?
It was during the split house week.
Okay.
So when it was the big Brochella, all the people that were inside, we were on lockdown for a long time because of the outside interference, because of whatever wall yellers were out there. So we had to bring people who were outside, inside, put them in the back room on lockdown, and we were on lockdown upstairs.
Right.
So while that was happening, we just started singing like fucking canaries. We were talking about the entire experience of getting kidnapped. We were dropping the names of people who kidnapped us, all this stuff. And then finally, one of the big guns had to pipe in and be like, hey, so we just want to remind you, you all are under NDAs. You all have signed contracts not to disclose this information. And that means amongst all of you, even sharing information with each other. And we were like, sorry, my bad, so sorry. But we were singing like canaries, man. We said, yeah, they picked me up at this place and we did that. And this person was an absolute dick. And I didn't like this guy and this, and that. And then it's so funny because we thought that those same people who were like picking us up and all this stuff, we thought those were the same people that were working on the show. They're not. They're just people that like come in on contract, do that one bit of it, and then go on with the rest of their lives. So they didn't even know we were talking about them.
Yeah. No, we had the same thing, Taylor. We like would do so many debriefs during lockdown. It was crazy. There was even one point, and like, listen, I actually need to determine what I'm allowed to talk about and what I'm not allowed to talk about because I'm not trying to break any rules. Because I want to come back. So I need to talk to them about that. But we were during lockdown, and Ava was like, yeah, this one person on interviews day left the room before me and said like, goodbye, person outside the door, name starts with an A, goodbye, person whose name starts with a J, like, love you guys, and like walked away. And Ava was right behind that person, and she goes, well, he's doing too much. So that was me. And we found that out in lockdown.
That's incredible.
Yeah, she goes, well, he's doing too much. And I'm like, well, Ava, you clocked it from the get-go.
Yep. He said, this one thing I'm going to do is too much.
It's too much. Like, I am too much. Like, it's like, listen, it'd be one thing if it was put on. This is how I act. So it's like, if you love it, you love it. If you hate it, well, who are you again? You know what I mean? Like, I don't really care.
Right.
When the people you are writing for the hardest in the game stab you in the back and make fun of you. That was really hard for me to deal with. And yeah, there's like trauma that goes into that a little bit too, that it's like something I really should unpack maybe in therapy. But all I'm going to say is this week is called Jimmy's Karma because look at what's happening in the house. Like, the people who I said I was protecting are now on the chopping block because I'm not there to protect them. Ava's stirring shit up. Morgan and Mickey are having their little potential breakup from what I hear. You know what? That's Jimmy Karma, motherfuckers, and you better buckle up because there's more to come. Are you still wanting to get a drink with Mickey after the show, or is that door closed after the shady comments in HOH? I don't know. You guys tell me. What would you do? I don't know. I would love to get Morgan and Mickey like in a room and like talk to them. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That's honestly something I really haven't unpacked because I felt so betrayed. I really did. Like, I was writing for those girls so hard every second of my game, even if it didn't look like that. Like, everything I was doing was to protect my girls. When Keanu said he was targeting them and I didn't defend them, it's because I'm not trying to be the third target and he puts all three of us up. My whole thought process with those girls was if they go up on the block or if I can get close with Keanu or get him to think he trusts me, then there's a chance I may be able to sway him from not nominating both of them. Because if he just nominates one, then there's two of us to still fight in the veto. Still, there's also a chance for the blockbuster, and we can whip the votes to keep them. So I was doing, everything that I was doing was to protect those girls. And I love them. Like, I mean, I was ironing for Mickey minutes before she told me I was putting her on the block. I ironed her dress she used at nomination ceremony. Like, I was moisturizing their legs and rubbing their feet and greasing Mickey's scalp and giving them massages. And like, that's the way I'm not nice. I always say that. I'm not nice, but I'm kind. And that's the way I show my kindness and my love for somebody is by doing stuff like that. Like, So is it hard to see the way they were talking about me after the fact? Yes, it is. And how do I feel about that? Don't. How long was Ashley actually in the shower? Guys, you guys are so messy. You guys are so messy. We don't have clocks. We do have a clock in there. We don't have timers, so nobody really knows. It felt like a long time. That's all I'm going to say. We were in the back bedroom waiting to go to bed. Ashley disappeared, kept Vince up, kept the house up. We were talking about it. How long was it? I have no idea.